Hello and welcome everyone to episode 2 of book reading The Four Agreements. Before going into four agreements, the author describes certain very important concepts. He talks about dreaming, attention, and a concept called domestication, domestication of humans. He also talks about how our belief system comes into picture, uh, develops since our birth, and how we punish ourselves because of that belief system. He also talks about how we are so fearful of actually living and expressing ourselves of what we are. He says, as humans, we are not fearful of death, but we are fearful to be alive. And he talks a little bit about it. This chapter ends with the concept of agreements, and he introduces the four major agreements into this prelude before going into each one of them. I believe the concepts described in this chapter are very fundamental. So let's not hurry through it and we will break it down stepwise. So, initially in this chapter, he's talking about dreaming. Okay, here it starts. What you are seeing and hearing right now is nothing but a dream. You are dreaming right now in this moment. You are dreaming with the brain awake. Dreaming is the main function of the mind, and the mind dreams 24 hours a day. It dreams when the brain is awake, and it also dreams when the brain is asleep. The difference is that when the brain is awake, there is a material frame that makes us perceive things in a linear way. When we go to sleep, we do not have the frame, and the dream has the tendency to change constantly. Humans are dreaming all the time. Before we were born, the humans before us created a big outside dream that we will call society's dream or the dream of the planet. The dream of the planet is the collective dream of billions of smaller personal dreams which together create a dream of family, a dream of community, a dream of a city, a dream of a country, and finally, a dream of the whole humanity. The dream of the planet includes all of society's rules, its beliefs, its laws, its religions, its different cultures and ways to be, its governments, schools, social events, and holidays. We are born with the capacity to learn how to dream, and the humans who live before us teach us how to dream the way society dreams. The outside dream has so many rules that when a new human is born, we hook the child's attention and introduce these rules into his or her mind. The outside dream uses mom and dad, the schools, the religion to teach us how to dream. Now he goes into the concept of attention. Till now, he is speaking about dreaming. Whatever is happening around us, whatever we are seeing, we are hearing, is basically nothing but a dream. And we are born into this dream, which is sort of pre planned or pre decided by people or humans who came before us, before we were born. They developed their own definition of dream, and every human being is born into that dream. And this outside dream uses mom and dad, schools, religions, etc., to teach a newly born human how to dream. And it uses attention as a hook to teach how to dream to a newly born human being. That's what he is trying to make us understand in this first part of the chapter. Now he talks about attention, and it goes: attention is the ability we have to discriminate and to focus only on that which we want to perceive. We can perceive millions of things simultaneously, but using our attention, we can hold whatever we want to perceive in the foreground of our mind. The adults around us hooked our attention and put information into our minds through repetition. That is the way we learned everything we know. By using our attention, we learned a whole reality, a whole dream. We learned how to behave in society, what to believe and what not to believe, what is acceptable and what is not, what is good, what is bad, what is beautiful, what is ugly, what is right and what is wrong. This all we learned through our attention, through repetition. It was all there already, all that knowledge, all those rules, concepts about how to behave in the world. When you were in school, you sat in a little chair and put your attention on what the teacher was teaching you. When you went to church, you put your attention what the priest or minister was telling you. It is the same dynamic with mom and dad, brothers, sisters. They were all trying to hook your attention. We also learn to hook the attention of other humans, and we develop a need for attention, which can become very competitive. Children compete for the attention of their parents, teachers, their friends. Hey, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Hey, I'm here. The need for attention becomes very strong, and it continues into adulthood. The outside dream hooks our attention and teaches us what to believe, beginning with the language that we speak. Language is the code for understanding and communication between humans. Every letter, every word in each language is an agreement. We call this a page in a book. The word page is an agreement that we understand. Once we understand the code, our attention is hooked and the energy is transferred from one person to another. It was not your choice to speak English. You did not choose your religion or your moral values. They were already there before you were born. We never had an opportunity to choose what to believe or what not to believe. We never chose even the smallest of these agreements. We didn't even choose our own name. As children, we didn't have the opportunity to choose our beliefs, but we agreed with the information that was passed to us from the dream of the planet via other humans. The only way to store information is by agreement. The outside dream may hook our attention, but we do not agree. We do not store that information. As soon as we agree, we believe it, and this is called faith. To have faith is to believe unconditionally. That's how we learn as children. Children believe everything adults say. We agree with them, and our faith is so strong that the belief system controls our whole dream of life. We didn't choose these beliefs, and we may have rebelled against them, but we were not strong enough to win the rebellion. The result is surrender to the beliefs of our agreement. And this is what I call the process of domestication of humans. And through this domestication, we learn how to live and how to dream. In human domestication, the information from the outside dream is conveyed to the inside dream, creating our whole belief system. First, the child is taught the names of things: mom, dad, milk, bottle, day by day, at school, at home, church, and from television, we are told how to live, what kind of behavior is acceptable. The outside dream teaches us how to be a human. we have a whole concept of what a woman is and what a man is. And we also learn to judge. We judge ourselves, we judge other people, we judge our neighbors. Children are domesticated the same way that we domesticate a cat or a dog or any other animal. We will stop here in today's episode, and in next episode we will see how he explains this domestication process in more detail, how we use our punishment and reward system to create our belief system and create ourselves at the end. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode and looking forward to the next one. Until next time, love and light.